top 5.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's move to the wall.
All right. Top 5 players of the day. Not the series. Alex is dancing.
I'm coming in. So remember, that's only the 3 because we're not doing Mariners, Astros.
Astros are not a part of this.
They're not a part of
They didn't
this.
play today.
Otherwise, yeah, Jordan would be on there.
Jordan.
Okay,
Yeah.
so who do you got at number 5?
And number 5 of my top 5 players of the day, Rhys Hoskins.
Yeah.
It seems like Rhys Hoskins this series has been right there. Right there. He was struggling for a while, and then he ends up right on the cusp, and he's hitting balls hard then. Now he's driving balls. He's just missing them. And I was thinking coming into today, and I don't want to sound like I'm some futuristic genius because we all saw my playoff bracket. I missed all the first rounds. I'm not. But
So did I.
I do know the game of baseball and guys' swings and how their approach looks at the plate. And if it looks like they're getting close or if they're clicking or, like Yordan Alvarez. He's firing on all cylinders. Trey Turner, firing on all cylinders. Rhys Hoskins looked close to me. I thought he was close, and he was. Today, 3-run home run, a massive, massive homer for them. Really broke the gates open. They get some runs on the board, and he kind of breaks it open and set the tone for the Phillies to win that game today. So good for Rhys Hoskins, friend of the podcast. We love that. We love seeing bat flips and bat spikes, and he did that today.
Yeah.
So of course he's a friend of the pod. Moving on.
Yes.
Number
Your
4
guy.
on this list.
Your greatest Padre.
The greatest player of all
greatest
time
player
after
of all
round
time.
1. Trent Grisham. He is continuing his role. Oh, almost fell. After round 1, I said the Padres will win if Trent Grisham continues to play like the greatest player of all time. My reasoning there, though joking a little bit, he was phenomenal in the first series, had an OPS of around 2,000, which is mind-blowing. He adds the depth to this really good top of the lineup. If you have Trent Grisham doing what he did in the first series, you're going to be in good shape. Today, 2 for 4, a home run. They end up winning 2-1. He had that home run to score the second run. He continues to roll from that 8th spot in the lineup. It just makes them so much deeper. Trent Grisham here at number 4.
All right, number 3, we're sticking with the Padres. Who you got here?
At number 3, Blake Snell.
You gotta.
What an outing.
Like,
I mean, I look, 5 1/3, 1 earned run, 6 strikeouts, 5 hits. But there's more to this. Are those numbers great? Yeah, that's pretty good in the playoffs. But you're coming home. There's a lot of variables here. You're coming home for the first time, a playoff game with fans there in over a decade. You're coming home. You got that big win in Game 2. You're facing the Dodgers lineup that is pretty much consensus best lineup in baseball.
Yeah.
To go out there in this game that I think is fair to say, if it was do or die for anyone, it was the Padres. To go out and do what he did was masterful. 5 1/3, it looked like he was starting to lose command at points, brought it right back, got the big outs when he needed to, got the win. Really good today against the best lineup in baseball at home. Cool atmosphere. Blake Snell, one of my top 5 players of the day.
All right, let's stick with pitchers. Number 2, who you got?
At number 2, Emmanuel Clase. I was so impressed with him today. Got 7 outs, 2 1/3, 2 strikeouts, 0 earned, got the win. They brought him in when James Karinchak got the bases were loaded. He does what he often does sometimes, is pitches himself into some trouble.
Yep.
This was a brilliant move. And there's a whole nother conversation for another day about Terry Francona and the manager that he is. But he did not give him that next chance, James Karinchak, that chance to get the out. He said, I don't care what point in the game this is, I'm going to my guy. I'm going to get Emmanuel Clase. And he did that. He went and got him. He ends up throwing 2 1/3 scoreless, got some huge strikeouts, got out of that inning, got out of the bases loaded jam. And obviously they go on to win the game. He shuts the door. And I just walked away like, how high should I have a reliever on this list? And I said, pretty freaking high.
Yeah.
Because I was very impressed with what he did today.
It's a moment. And you know who else had a big moment? Your guy at number 1.
Number 1 on the day, Bryce Harper. MVP Bryce Harper is back. 2 for 4, a homer, 3 RBIs, had the homer, had an RBI double, 2 runs scored. This is Bryce Harper. This is the guy. This is the guy we've been waiting for. He gets that awful injury. You're frustrated. He comes back. He's not himself. And now the calendar turns to October, and Bryce Harper, MVP Bryce Harper, has arrived. He is here. And this is why the Philadelphia Phillies have the Atlanta Braves against the wall. This series is 1 game from being over. They could win it tomorrow. And Bryce Harper has been a huge reason for that. Obviously, Rhys Hoskins on here for the first time, but Nick Castellanos has been on this list in the past days. Bryce Harper doing what he's doing. I was extremely impressed. And today, these guys did it better than the rest. Rhys Hoskins, Trent Grisham, Blake Snell, Emmanuel Clase, and Bryce Harper.
Your Friday heroes.
My Friday heroes.
Your Friday heroes.
Do you like this? Do you agree?
Oh, I wholeheartedly agree with all of this.
Great.
Yeah, good work.